Have you ever noticed how, even when we know something will disturb us, we can't resist looking? A car accident on the highway, a tragic headline on your feed. That horror movie at midnight you know will steal your sleep. This pull toward the unsettling has a name, morbid curiosity. But why do we seek what frightens or disgusts us? Is it instinct? A glitch in the brain? Or could it be a secret doorway into understanding ourselves? The fragile, questioning creatures we really are? Morbid curiosity is not just a desire. It is a silent force, slinking through the mind, cold and persistent, whispering forbidden secrets. It is the gaze that lingers in the dark corner of an empty room, the hand that trembles before opening a closed door, the heart that races at what should be avoided. It is a quiet invitation to step across the line between the real and the abominable, to touch that which terrifies us most, and yet we cannot look away. Morbid curiosity has shadowed us for millennia. Romans cheered at gladiator battles. Medieval towns treated executions as festivals. And today, millions binge true crime documentaries or watch tragedy live streams. So the question isn't why now, but why always? What is it about darkness that feels irresistible? Maybe because shadows don't just hide horror, they also hold wisdom. There's a perverse fascination in darkness. Accidents, tragedies, crimes, not as spectacle, but as revelation. Romans cheered at gladiator battles. Medieval towns treated executions as festivals. And today, millions binge true crime documentaries or watch tragedy live streams. So why now or always? Because shadows don't just hide horror, they hold wisdom, and we cannot resist. Psychologists point to survival. Our ancestors learned by watching others' misfortune, the fall from the cliff, the wild animal attack. Every tragedy was a lesson that increased chances of survival. Today, the context is different, but the mechanism remains. Our brain urges, look, learn, remember, but there's also the paradox of dopamine. The forbidden triggers the brain's reward system. Attraction and repulsion fire at once. That's why we peek through our fingers at a scary scene. It's not just fear, it's fascination. Think about it. When was the last time you clicked on a video you knew would unsettle you, but couldn't resist? We say we don't want to see, but we still click. Social media magnifies this instinct. The more shocking, the faster it spreads. True crime podcasts dominate charts. Headlines with tragedy outperform good news. And horror films remain a billion-dollar industry. But here's the twist. Are we just chasing entertainment? Or are these dark stories a way of rehearsing our own fears, so we're better prepared for the unpredictable? Our fascination with darkness has many chapters. During the Black Death in Europe, people were obsessed with stories of death. Entire plays and paintings revolve around the theme. In Victorian England, public hangings attracted tens of thousands. And with the invention of newspapers, if it bleeds, it leads became the motto. It seems that across eras, humans didn't just live through tragedy. They consumed it. So maybe morbid curiosity is not a bug in our species, but feature. Philosophy reminds us that the dark is not meaningless. Aristotle said tragedy cleanses us, catharsis. Nietzsche argued that whoever avoids pain avoids truth. And existentialists like Sartre and Camus warned that life only gains meaning when we face the absurd. So here's the deeper thought. When we look at what terrifies us, are we not asking the most profound question of all? How should we live, knowing death is inevitable? Could our fascination with the morbid be less about fear and more about the search for meaning? Morbid curiosity isn't just about thrills. It's about preparation. Watching death on a screen or tragedy in a story is like training for reality. It also teaches empathy. When we see someone suffer, we recognize our own fragility. We realize that fear, pain, and mortality connect us all. But there's a danger too. Overexposure can numb us. Endless scrolling through tragedies risks turning suffering into background noise. So what is morbid curiosity? An awakening of empathy or the erosion of it? Morbid curiosity is not just thrill, it is preparation. Witnessing death or tragedy trains us for reality. It teaches empathy. Observing suffering, we see our own fragility. Fear, pain, mortality, they connect us all. But beware, overexposure can numb us. Endless scrolling risks turning suffering into background noise. Morbid curiosity, awakening or erosion of empathy. Picture it. Traffic slows because of an accident. Annoyed drivers inch forward, but when they reach the scene, almost all slow down even more. It's not gossip, it's instinct. That could have been me. Or think about cult horror films. The Exorcist, Saw, Hereditary. Audiences come back again and again. Why? Because they let us walk alongside death and then step back safely. But here's the challenge. Do we need to stare into darkness to value light? Without the shadow, will we ever notice the brightness of life? Science adds another layer. When we're scared, our body floods with adrenaline and cortisol. Heart rate spikes. Senses sharpen. But when the danger isn't real, like in a movie, the brain quickly flips the chemicals into pleasure. That's why roller coasters, haunted houses, and scary movies feel addictively fun. It's fear transformed into exhilaration. So morbid curiosity might not be about suffering at all, but about hacking our biology for the thrill of being alive. In the end, morbid curiosity is not a flaw, it's a mirror. It shows us who we are, creatures pulled between life and death, fear and hope. It proves we are not indifferent, that even in horror, we look, we question, we search. Because maybe, by staring into the abyss, we're not seeking death at all. We're seeking to understand life. And now I ask you, have you ever felt that irresistible pull to look at what you knew would disturb you? Do you believe this makes us colder or more deeply human? Share your reflections in the comments. And if this dive into our darker instincts sparked something in you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Here, every video is an invitation to explore the extraordinary, even in the shadows. Morbid curiosity is a pulse of humanity itself, a silent need to understand the incomprehensible, to explore the forbidden, to feel fear and fascination entwined. Dark, irresistible, dangerous, and above all, ours. By staring into the abyss, perhaps we do not seek death. We seek to understand life. Have you felt that irresistible pull? Does it make us colder or more human? Reflect, share, and remember. Every shadow has a story, waiting for those willing to look.